Hello everyone, my name is Naula Khan and today I am going to cover about embassy track information. I'm focused on Pakistan. The process is similar to other country as well. You can see here I have opened Embassy of Japan in Pakistan. You can just go to the education sector and you can see here different program. Right now the status is closed as the embassy has not announced the dates yet. So you have to wait, but you can check what are the requirements and what are the documents required for it. You can see there are three type of options available that are announced by Embassy Track. The first one is MEXT Research Scholarship. It is just basically offered to focus more on masters and PhD scholarships. Furthermore, they also offer MEXT undergraduate scholarship. However, in university track, they don't have MEXT scholarship. So the undergraduate student can only focus on this scholarship. And the third type is the teacher who wanted to go on training. That's MEXT teacher training student scholarship. In next videos, I will try to engage other students who are selected in these types in MSc track. So as we know that our participants mostly belong to master and PhD. So let's start with the MEXT research scholarship. You can see here just by clicking here, I can see the last date of previous year when we have to send the document. And I also sent the document on this before that deadline, but unfortunately I was not selected, but I am selected in university track. So still I know how to submit the documents and what are the requirements. So you can see there in required document section, number one, we need mark sheet form, and the second one is application form. I will explain one by one each after going through the names. Then we need the research plan. If you are applying for master and PhD, then you are definitely going to submit a research plan. Your question will be welcome at the end, Mohammed Irfan. Please lower down your hand. Research plan, we also have to submit there. Secondly, attested copies of all universities attended. One thing to be mentioned here that like in Chinese government scholarship, we require a notarized document. But in that case, you don't need notarized document. You can ask your university professors to please attest these documents, and these will be considered the original, or you can say attested. If there is original written there, it's mean that you copy your document, and that attested document which is going to be your original document. You don't need to send your original document. Please mute yourself. You don't need to send your original documents. So just attach your document from your university professor. So we will go in depth after reading the names of each document. Then attested copy of certificate. It is different from the transcript. Certificate is actually the degree. You can say that in our words. You have to submit the degree, and that you have to copy it, and then you have to attest it from your professor. Then the most important, the recommendation letter from the president or dean of the academic advisor. Either you can go with the option with the academic advisor who is guiding you in final year project, or with the dean. So in Japan, they mostly have they do not have vice chancellor, but the president of the university. So that's why it is written there. You can go with the VC recommendation, but I would recommend you to go with this dean or academic advisor recommendation letter. So the last university you have attended, that is going to be one original mean this is going to be original. You don't need to submit a copy, but one original, one copy. So you have to submit two documents. One is the original one, just copy it, that will be your second copy. Then you have to submit the health certificate, that is necessary. One original which has the official stamps, and then you will copy it, so that will become your copy of original. Then if you have submitted your thesis, and then you are going to definitely submit abstract of thesis if applicable. Original mean that you can copy it directly and can attest it thesis, but I have not seen anyone who has attested a thesis. But it's better to attest it from your supervisor who was guiding you, and then you can simply copy it. Copy mean then you have the original, then you just attest it from your professor, and then you copy it. That is going to be your copy. So don't be confused with that. So if you are going to attest your transcript, original one, then original, you take a copy and then you attest it. That is going to consider as your original. Then you copy it. That is going to your copy. So one original, one copy. Original, the one having the signature of the professor and the stamp of professor. Recommendation letter from the present employer if applicable. If you are doing job right now, so it's better to submit that as well if you have mentioned in your document as well. So these are the documents required actually for MEXT Embassy Track Scholarship. You can see on the right side application guidelines is written. It's better to read that because it is very important. I'm just going on that because all the criteria they have described there, everything, the qualification, the conditions, who can apply, and what are the requirements they basically have. So if you are non-eligible, so you can be non-eligible if you found any of the point here. Non-regular student extension, they mentioned all the process, all the things here. You can see the process now. So it's better to explain the process and then the documents. So let's start with the process. Let's start with the process. That the process actually, this was the last year, so the dates might change. So around April 2021, or might be at the end of April, because right now it's 16 April. So might be in the end of the April, they might announce this embassy track of both research. Research mean master and PhD, and the undergraduate MEXT scholarship through embassy track. So I'm going to discuss all about embassy track. So I'm not going to repeat that embassy track. So this is MEXT scholarship mean embassy track. So no university track is going to be discussed today. So after that, you have to submit. The deadline for submission of application document varies according to each diplomatic mission. So might be in case of Pakistan, this is around April 2021. But in your country, you just simply have to write Embassy of Japan in your country, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, in Italy, in Morocco. So you can write there, and you can just click on go to the education sector, and you will see the MEXT is announced or not, and what are the expected date. You can analyze it based upon the previous year, but it usually change a bit, a few days changes. So you can get an idea from it. So how much time you have to prepare documents. So you can see the documents I have mentioned. You have to prepare them, and then you have to submit it before deadline mentioned on the website. And the second one, the most important thing is that after assessing your document, they will announce the result around July 2021 about the first screening. So earlier you sent your document to the embassy directly, and you have not contact any university at this stage. So you will just apply to the first screening, and after first screening, few candidates will be shortlisted, that you are selected, and you can further carry on with the application. The dates of the first screening and notification of screening result vary according to each Japanese diplomatic mission. So as I mentioned, these dates vary country to country and Japanese diplomatic mission. So after that, clearing first screening, if you are nominated in first screening, so just they will give you one letter that you are accepted in first screening. Just attach that in email and write the email to any professor you are interested, any lab you are interested in, any university. So just ask for acceptance, and they you will give it, because it is not difficult to get admission in any university, but it is difficult. It's not difficult to get admission, it is difficult to get a scholarship. So if you can tell them that I got selected in the first screening of MEXT Embassy track, so they will definitely give you the provisional acceptance. But it's better to contact those having the similar research interest, or the same research proposal that you have submitted, or the same area of research. Like I have area of interest in disaster, so my professor should be interested in doing research on disaster. So I'm not going to email any professor relevant to transportation. So be clear on that as well. So just ask three professor, and from different universities. It's better. I think there's a requirement as well. So different universities, three professor. Please mute yourself, and then write these in placement reference. This placement is actually the name of professor, university it belong, and the signature he is going to do it. So after submitting that, they will announce the second screening result and the university placement. Max conducts second screening and your placement. If you get selected in second screening as well, after first screening, your chances are quite bright. So as you clear one by one process, your chances are more. So after clearing second screening and university placement, notification of result of selection and university placement will be made in January, Feb 2022. See how much time it is going to take. Around April, they announce, and they are going definitely have a deadline. So around July, they will announce the first screening. Then in the end of August, they will ask for provisional acceptance to universities, and they will give us they will give you some days, like days or weeks, 2 weeks, to write email to different universities. It's better to contact them first, but it will be useless if you don't clear first screening. Please mute yourself. Then around late September, you will submit your placement reference application by writing the name uh, of the professor and the lab and university. So after being notified in the file, I will also share it in a group. You can see here, they have very clearly mentioned the documents and the placement as well. You have to send the document in this order. So this is the application form. I will show you if the time will remaining, I will show you how to fill it. Then the placement preference application form, original, and the field of study and research plan. These are field of study and research plan. What is research plan, and how is you have to write the study plan? I will also try to make a one video on that as well. I was making video on how to write an email to professor, but unfortunately I was unable to make it. So I will soon make it and will share the link as well. Then you will need academic transcript, where your grades are written with your subject, each subject, each semester subjects. Then the certificate, which means degree, and then recommendation letter, the health certificate or a medical certificate, abstract of thesis. If you have written your thesis or you've done research in your final year, it's not compulsory to submit. So if you have done it, then you have to submit abstract of thesis. It's better too. Then the certificate of language proficiency. One of the very important questions that people usually ask me, that is IELTS, TOEFL. It's better to have them, but it's not the requirement of the MEXT scholarship. So if you don't have IELTS, TOEFL, or other test, Duolingo, I think Duolingo is not acceptable in MEXT scholarship right now, as per the previous year process. So it's you can also apply with the English language proficiency certificate. What is English language proficiency certificate? Just simply ask your previous university that your medium of instruction was in English, you are proficient in English. That's what the English proficiency certificate is, and that is acceptable. That is acceptable. So you can submit that as well. So photograph showing applicant own work of art or digital recorded media, in case it is necessary. Basically, those applicant applying in art subjects, they are going to submit the portfolio or something like this. They will need that too as well. Document indicated by the white circle must be submitted by all the applicants. See that medical certificate is necessary, recommendation letter, certificate of graduation, academic year transcription. Why are all necessary? Black should be submitted if only if possible. If you have, you can submit that. So white circle are actually you have to submit. These documents are compulsory. You can see there one original, two copies here. So you just follow these things. So it's better to download this and read this properly so that you will not miss any point and you can easily submit your documents. See here, they have written what is first screening. You will have an examination as also. So don't think that you will submit the document, you will clear the first screening. You will also going to have examination of it. That will, please, the question will be entertained at the end. So let me continue the session. So examination of submitted application document and then written examination of language proficiency, that will basically of English, some Japanese as well. I have to confirm that as well, that either Japanese language is included in or not. And then interview, the most important. If you get it selected in interview, you will pass the first screening, and then the rest is very easy process. You just have to follow it. Second screening, you clear it, and you can see here. So the embassy track is quite competitive, as it only offered 12 to 13 in case of last year. It was, I think, 12 to 13 student in embassy track in Pakistan. Other embassy might have different numbers. So in case of university track, it is 2 to 3 per university quota they have. Most of the public university offers and some private universities. So this was the process of actually the master and PhD. So let me check how much time we have, because this session will end in 30 minutes. So we have time. So this was actually the process of embassy track, master and PhD scholarship. You can see here all the documents are available here. I will still share it in group. You can see here on right side application guidelines. I just click there and you can see I have read all the guidelines which are required. You can see just by seeing application form. Do not fill this. I will say just fill this to practice it, but the meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. So application form, just fill it to know the process so that you can just put the information in the next updated application form. You can download it, you can fill it. It will be in an Excel file or a PAT file, PAT of PDF format. You can just put the information in it. Research plan, this is in Word. You can just put your. I will ask you. I will recommend you to download this. See what the question they asked. Then write your research plan. If you just make a research plan by your own self and having separate headings, then it will need time to put these all information in the research plan, and you have to still modify it because the question asked in the research plan is different from it. Mark sheet form and the past paper. Let me go through one by one the document as well so that you can see the document what are required. So let me start with the mark sheet form as it is on the top. So this is mark sheet form. See. So let me know that you can see my Word screen as well, because I have I've shared the Chrome screen right now. It's opening right now, so please wait for a while. I'm seeing a lot of messages in chat, so yes, I will share the recorded session as I mentioned earlier. So it will be recorded and it will be uploaded on a YouTube channel, and then I will share the link as well. You can see my screen of Word, or do I have to stop share and then share again? Just message it in chat. I'm seeing. You can see my screen of Word. Yes, I will discuss undergraduate after it. So let me stop share and then again share. Just wait for a while. I will discuss undergraduate as the most of the applicants were of master and PhD. So I just started with the applicant. The documents required are the same. So just check it. Just understand the process. Just see it. What document, the mark sheet detail is same. You are going to have a same document in undergraduate, but still I will discuss. So don't worry. So first you will write the full name of your field of study, the research topic you have, and you can see here, this is the mark sheet where you have to write. So be clear on that. If you are writing in the capital letters, just start with the capital letter. If you are writing the first letter capital, so go it with a be uniform and uniform in all the application. So metric is matriculation 9th to 10th class. The marks you have, just write the name of college, the marks you have obtained out of total, and the percentage. Similarly with the intermediate. If you are applying for bachelor's, you can write just fill 2. Rest you can just cut it down or not applicable. Write down the not applicable if you are not interested. Sorry, you are applying for bachelor's. So if you are applying for a master, you have to fill up to this. So this is their marks are written. You can just write your CGPA out of 4, out of 5. In most of the country they have 5, but in Pakistan usually have a 4. So you can write 3.8 out of 4. So if you are applying for PhD, you have to write up to masters. Please mute yourself. So you have to write up to masters. So this is mark sheet form. You have to fill it and submit it along with the document. So this was the mark sheet. Let me go to the other. Is it JACA scholarship guideline? No, this is not JACA scholarship guideline. This is actually the MEXT scholarship I'm talking about. Yes, I will share the YouTube channel link as well. Let me go. You can just write Softic mentor and the playlist will be there, but still I'm sharing the. Just wait for a while. Yes, I'm sharing the link in the chat. Official link, you can just we will entertain the question at the end of session, so please don't write a question now. So I will not read that. When I will ask that this is time for questions, so you will just one by one talk directly with me, that you are facing this problem, you have the question this, and I've shared the link of my YouTube channel. This primarily the deadline is not announced yet. Please be patient. Please be patient. Let's. So someone is unmute. Please mute yourself. So the second MEXT undergraduate scholarship, this is of bachelor degree, and let's go through this as well. As I mentioned earlier, how much time we have so that we can start the second link. Let me share the link of next meeting in the group, and here as well you can join the next one, because this meeting is going to be end soon. So let me share the link. Sorry for the trouble. Please join the next meeting link. Because in 5 minutes it will be ended. So please join the next meeting link. You can just copy it and paste it in on your WhatsApp or something else. I'm just going to end this session, and we'll join the next meeting. So please join the next meeting. Just end this meeting and start the next meeting. I'm repeating so that we can go there. Thank you. I'm just stop recording and just moving to the next meeting session. Just I've copied the link in the chat. Hello everyone. So let's start the session again. This is the second part. So we were discussing actually the MEXT undergraduate program and the documents required for it. Let me share the screen as well. So you can see here different documents required for undergraduate program. So we are discussing actually the MEXT undergraduate scholarship that is going to be 2023 soon, as the new deadline, new dates are not announced yet. So within a few days we will announce it. So as I mentioned, the mark sheet form, it is same as it was in MS and PhD program. Then the application form, then academic detail, mark sheet of secondary and higher secondary school. That is actually matriculation, 9th and 10th class. That's what you have to submit it. This is going to be mark sheet like the transcript of degree or your bachelor's degree. Attested copy of certificate, that's mean degree that is official from the university. You can read that as well. If you are a final year student, you can still apply you on the basis of hope certificate. And if you are in the college, you can attest your document from your teachers or the uh, principal. That will help a lot. So you can just ask them for attestation. Ask your class teacher or principal to write a recommendation letter for you, because there you don't have any supervisor or a professor. They basically have class teachers and or principal last attended. Then the health certificate and the medical certificate and attested copy of certificate of enrollment from current education institution. That is also necessary, but is if applicable you have. If you are currently studying in the 12th class, I'm again mentioning it is intermediate and 12th class you are studying and you wanted to apply for MEXT undergraduate program, you are eligible, but you have to submit that enrollment certificate as well. It's bad because it will be a proof that you are studying in the 12th class and your result is going to be announced soon. Even if you have cleared the 12th class, then it's mean your result is going to be announced soon. So you can submit that. Hope certificate issued by institution for student whose final year expected to by August 2021. So these are the documents required. So application guideline, they have separate guidelines than from MS and PhD. I will share all the documents in the group as well. You can see there. You can download from here as well. You can see that they have to choose the field of studies, whether they wanted to opt in social sciences and humanities as they are applying for bachelor's. Different program. I'm not going in detail. We might go in the next session or next part. So this is just first session. So just we are going through the application and the process and the documents required. We are not discussing in detail. So if needed, I will discuss each document in detail, that this is the document and this need to be filled in that manner. So you can see here the criteria will be different from the other MEXT research scholarship. This is MEXT undergraduate scholarship, so the criteria will be different. So the test will be different. The application documents required will be different. You can see that there was a big list of documents you have to submit in case of your master or PhD. But in case of your bachelor's, if you are applying for, only few documents are required. Certificate of language proficiency only in case the applicant has document referring to competency in Japanese or English, submit to copy. As there's a black dot or black circle, so it's mean it's not necessary, but if you have, you can submit. White are the necessary ones. So medical certificate, recommendation letter, certificate of graduation, school attended, academic transcript, direct placement preference from, as it is mentioned, it is not necessary. If applicable, then you can submit. Application form. So these are the documents required, and you can see in detail they have explained all the document in detail. So you can just read that as well. And be careful, the order they have mentioned, you just submit your document in that way. You have to post your actually documents to the embassy. So be careful on that. They have very short procedure and short guidelines. You can read these on the website. So application form, let us go through not in detail, but just discuss in a manner so that I can take questions now. It's better to take question after that, because already I've explained too much. It's better that we rest of that we will explain it the next part. And now I will take question just after going through application form. Let me open the application form of research scholarship, MEXT research scholarship embassy track. Okay, this is the application form of MEXT research scholarship. This is of undergraduate students. As I mentioned, this is editable PDF. You can just click on that and you will just type also. For example, my name is Sanaullah, so I can type it. But be careful, that this is surname. Surname is actually the last name. This is why I was mentioning that if needed, I will explain I will create a one new video how to fill this document as well. So my name is M Sanaullah Khan. So that is going to be like this. I don't have any middle name, so you can check it from your passport, or they usually have written there that either you have a middle name or not, or you can see your CNC as well. So my name is M Sanaullah Khan. So it will be written like this. Gender, nationality. It will be better I make a separate video on that as well. So just let us go through what is most important in that you have to be careful and that you have to prepare in advance. You can see here the choices you have to write. What is the exactly the question that are important for your scholarship. What was the trigger for having an interest in Japan? This is what actually they will no doubt assess your application based upon your profile, your numbers, your percentage. They will assess it, but this is as much as important like number. If the numbers are important like 8 out of 10, then this is going to be the 2 marks. So you have to score goods in that as well. So what was the trigger factor? So you must be like Japan. I'm just giving a rough idea that Japan is there is a lot of innovation there. When I was child, I still remember that I written there that when I was a child, I still know about the bullet train of Japan. So just write. Uh, it's better to write something relevant to field, but it should not be boring for other person, because that person who is going to assess your application will not be of your field. So somewhat it might create interest in them as well. So just what kind of things do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country, as they are just giving you money, scholarship to study abroad? So they are expecting from you as well. So what you can contribute to the Japan, to your home country and the world, because they are just putting investment on you, and they are just going to see what you can do for the world. Either you are for example, you are wanted to pursue your bachelor's in environmental engineering or urban planning. So you will mention how actually you will contribute to the improvement of the world environment, or like this one. I'm just giving a rough idea. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. So language ability, and this is the small actually the application form of embassy track scholarship. Let us go through the bachelor's and master. I will fill it. I will make a new video on that, but I'm just going it for a while so that your understanding will be clear and you can prepare your document in advance before I start with a new video or something like this. Same, it start with the same like undergraduate name and something point addresses. You can see it's a lengthy, so you need to fill it carefully. You can see that you have to complete their 16 years. So just write the types and the years and calculate the total. You have to make it 16 if you are applying for MS. If you are applying for PhD, it should be 18. So just calculate it and you fill it. I will let you know how to fill it. Field of specialization studied in the past mean you have to explain in 4 to 5 or 5 to 7 sentences what you have studied in your bachelor's. Have you written a thesis? Yes. Then what was the title of it? You definitely have to attach the abstract of thesis as well. You are applying for the first course you plan to take the master degree program, and then MS leading to PhD. I am actually selected in up to the completion of doctoral program. So MS leading to PhD. So be careful on selecting this as well. So do you currently have a job? Yes or no? Then if yes, then you have to submit the employer recommendation certificate as recommendation letter as well. What was the trigger for having an interest in Japan? Same question as I mentioned, but it's quite big space. It means you have to fill it more lengthier, more interesting way. And why do you choose Japan as a destination to study graduate level exam? Why? It's very important question. It should be justifiable. It should be comprehensive. It should be attractive. It should be other. For example, I'm different from your field, so I can understand that as well. What kind of thing do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country through your experience of studying in Japan? So this is also an. These three questions are very important. besides your CGPA, your marks, and your profile. So thank you so much for joining this session and for coming up on a short notice. So let's officially start the question answer session. I will say that raise your hand, and I will call the name. Just ask your question to me directly, and I will answer it. So this is going to work in this way. So I'm just stop sharing, and you can ask your question. So you can raise your everyone, you can raise your hand. So I will start by one, so it's still recorded so other people can understand from it. So Sayed, I will first recommend you, suggest you to write your full name on Zoom. It will help you because it's better to write your full name. So no need to worry on that right now. So Sayed, please come up with a question. You can unmute yourself. Sayed, we cannot listen to you either. Okay, Sayed, just type your question in chat. You are not audible. So I will entertain your question after Shivani. Shivani Hiraskar, please unmute yourself.
Hello, I'm Shivani here. So I have a question regarding for the MEXT scholarship as I'm applying for the next year for my master's in mechanical. So I want to know like when the application begins and when do we need to apply?
Okay, so your question is actually you wanted to apply next year, and you wanted to know when the application is going to be started. So you are looking for embassy track or the university track?
That's what I don't know. I mean, which one to prefer? I mean, for embassy recommended or university recommended? Which one is preferred?
Let me recommend you try both. Try both. You will. It will help you to know the process. You are in the final year.
Yes, I'm in the final
Yes,
year.
right now you are also eligible. So just try it right now because the next process will take 1 year. So if you
Okay.
apply right now, it will be April intake, embassy, or October intake. So it will take 1 year. So if you are planning for applying next year, it means you have to apply this year. Got it?
Okay.
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 The
Okay.
deadlines, the deadlines,
Hmm.
the deadlines will actually start from the application of university track will start from November. So it's better to complete the process earlier. So it will end in Feb. So the different universities have different deadlines. So you have to just write email to admission office to know what is the actually tentative date of that the university. So after knowing that, you have to prepare your documents. So if you apply, I think if you are in final year right now, so you will have your official documents around September, or I will say
Yeah.
August. Yeah,
Sixth semester.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you will have your. So please unmute yourself, rest other than Shivani. So you will have your documents and you can apply there. So if you apply from November to Feb, that it's mean you are going to select you are going to be selected in October 2023 intake. So if you apply in 2023, it's mean you are going to going for 2024 session. So it will be a huge loss. So be careful on that matter as well.
Okay. So now I need to approach universities and the admission office of the universities for the scholarships, right?
Right now I will recommend you that the discipline, as you mentioned, if I'm not wrong, the mechanical. So just
Yeah.
I will send one video that how you can find the universities. Just type and create a database and make your profile strong and increase your CGPA a lot, and write publish paper, probably publish some paper, or just increase or make it your application more dominant. And when the month start August, just start emailing them. This is the right month. I will inshallah message you in the group as well when you have to email that document. I hope I have
Um,
answered all your questions.
yeah, yeah, sure. And just last question, do I need to give IELTS for the next application?
As I mentioned earlier, there's no need of IELTS, TOEFL, if your university is offering in English or conducting your
Yeah,
exams in English. So just ask them to prepare or make a English proficiency
transcript.
certificate. So no
Oh,
English proficiency certificate. This is basically, I will share my own as a sample there. That is actually they will just mention that your studies were actually conducted in English, and this is what acceptable in the MEXT scholarship. So no need to give IELTS. If you like it, just give it. It will open a wide opportunity for you. But it's, if you're just focusing on MEXT, then it's good to have English proficiency
okay.
certificate as well. I hope I'll
Oh,
answer your question. So Sayed, please type your question in chat.
thank you.
No problem. From where we have to get our hope certificate attested in case of final year, is it okay only signed by dean? You are applying for master, I think that you are talking about professor or dean. So you are going to you just ask your department chairman to I will share the template. Just prepare it and ask them to please, this actually the hope certificate is that you are expected to be graduated in August or September, whatever the date of your university is, in this, and they will just sign it, and this is going to be the original document. I hope I have answered your question, Sayed. Please lower your hand if I have answered your question. So Shivani, I have answered your question, so please lower your down as hands. Shivani, lower your hand, please. Hamza, please unmute yourself. Hamza, please.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, I am Hamza. Actually, I have done my diploma of associate engineering in electronics, and I am currently studying BS information technology, and I am in final year. I want to ask that is a diploma of associate engineering is alternative of FSC, as they provide a circular in form of equivalence certificate. That is a photocopy I got from them.
Yes, actually it
Do
is. Yes, yes, please. Sorry.
uh, uh, are my documents acceptable or not, or I have to arrange any other document equivalence for FSC?
No, actually, let me come to the answer. That your DAE, actually, it is actually DAE, which is equivalent to FSC or intermediate. So you can submit your final result that you got from your diploma where you have completed. Just submit that as well. This is also acceptable. So it will be equivalent to your intermediate program. So no need to submit another document or prepare another document. It should have written the number. We have 10 minutes, so please let's let's complete the session. So please, Hassan Sadiq, please come up with your question, please.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
audible?
yes, you are audible.
Okay, Sanallah Khan, I've completed my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and I want to pursue master's in physics or mechanical engineering, physics to be precise. I wanted to ask what criteria would I filter the universities in Japan in, and what are the popular universities in which I can apply if I want to take the university track?
So yeah, very good question. So I have prepared one video that indicating how there are three ways you can filter your the universities you should apply for. So just search down this and make a database that you are interested in applying for this university. Then just go through their website, official website, and just check their departments and education. If your program is falling there, it means you can apply. Just check the profile of the professor as well. So if it's matched with you, or even I will not recommend you to just be focused on some profile. So just see that your department is there, just apply there, and make your profile like the professor as well, or create your interest in that as well. So if you focus, just you are going to do your research in plants deficiency, like you are just concising it, so you might find 1 to 2 professors, so it will be not effective decision or efficient decision. So I'm just giving an advice.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. One last thing I can ask before. The curriculum is in English usually, right? We
Yeah.
don't need any prerequisite Japanese
No.
proficiency.
You don't need
Okay,
any Japanese, like in China. You apply there, and first year you just learn actually Chinese. So in Japan,
Oh.
you might get some courses, but it's actually for normal daily life, because some people don't understand their English. So it will be useful for you. So the curriculum will be in English.
All right.
However,
Okay.
it varies from university to university, but it's most of them have English. So
Okay. Thank you.
thank
Okay.
you, no problem. So Yongo Salasini. So sorry for the pronunciation. Yongo Salasini, please.
All right, thank you. I wanted to find out on the, I'm a food science and technology graduate. I'm about to graduate and I want to apply for master's for 2023. So I want to start the process this year. And I just wanted to find out, how detailed does the proposal have to be, the study plan for the master's? Does it depend on the university, or is it like a very strict requirement, like as long as I'm applying, I need to have a study plan? And does it have to be very detailed, or just an overview?
Yes, it should be detailed enough, but I will say I will make one video on that, and it will clear your all question. If I just start on that question, it is actually the very one big question. So if I just discuss it right now, so other might miss the question. So is it comfortable for you? I will discuss in the next session.
Okay, another Zoom session.
Yeah, this is the part one. So we will just come with the second part soon. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Kishab Chokal, please just shoot the question fast.
Hello,
We have few.
Hello, namaste. I am Kesab Sukhal from Nepal. I have some question. If you have a university recommendation letter, please upload here. I need some university recommendation letter. Another question is how we can prepare the first screening test. If you have some questions, please upload here. Thank you.
Yeah, I have some sample papers, so I will share that as well. And the first question you were asking about recommendation letter, it is actually being prepared by the professor. But some professor asks you to prepare it, I will modify it. So I will share some sample. Do remind me personally or in a group. I will share it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. You can call me Snavla, please. Okay, Amar Latif, please.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. I have two questions actually. As you said, documents should be attested by a professor. I want to ask that documents or recommendation letter with digital sign and digital stamp, will it be acceptable?
I did not understand the last part you were saying about recommendation letter.
I'm just asking that recommendation letter with digital sign and digital stamp, will it be acceptable?
I'm not understanding. I don't know. Can you type that question as well? Meanwhile, I am addressing the question of another person.
Okay, sure.
Let me tell you, the recommendation letter has a sign of the professor. So it will not have the stamp. It will be in a separate envelope. I don't know your question, but still I'm trying to address it. It will be put it in an envelope, and then it will be have to seal. So how you have to seal it, I will also discuss it in the next session. But recommendation letter is only signed by the professor. It do not have any stamp on inside the recommendation letter. Okay, please, Varda, Ismail. We have only 4 minutes to go.
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome.
My name is Varda. I just want to know how we can make our study or research plan in the embassy track, as we have no idea regarding the interest or nature of the lab professor.
Have you completed the bachelor's degree?
No, I'm in the final year.
You are in the final year of what bachelor's degree?
Yes.
Right now you are doing research?
No, I am doing a pharmacy, and I'm in the last semester.
So this is not a research degree.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm asking a question that this is not a research degree. The pharmacy you are doing.
But when we are going to apply for the master's, we have to submit the research or study proposal.
Yeah, you have to. So
like then.
So I will recommend you that you go to the different universities and see the relevant degree program, see the research papers of the professors, So you will come up with the idea that your research in that discipline can be like that, So you will just
Like
come up
as
with
you told in your YouTube's video, like in the embassy track, we are not going to contact the professor.
Yeah, there is no need, but I'm just recommending you that you are facing problem in the research study plan. So it will be better that
Yeah.
you see the profile of the professor, where they're interested, how they're interested, what type of researches they have. It will help you a lot. So just go to the research
Okay.
paper of them. So
Like
I'm just
we have to plan the research proposal in embassy track.
yeah, you have to prepare the research plan. If you are applying for
Okay.
master PhD, please, I'm cutting you out because time is only 3 minutes.
Thank you.
2.5 minutes. Sana Aisha, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have few questions that you told us two track, unit track and embassy track. So can you tell me that which one track have more seats?
I think University track has more seats, so Embassy track is going to be announced soon, and University track will be announced later. So right now, I just apply an Embassy track, and later I will also discuss the University track. So sorry,
Okay, sir.
I'm not giving the detailed answer. Yes, please come up.
Okay. Sir, just tell me that does the HSC involve in embassy track?
Both of the process HEC is not involved. Junaid, please. Sorry.
Okay,
Thank
sir. Sir, I have more question for you.
Yes.
Two more question. Yeah. Okay, sir. Just can you tell me that how to find uni which are-
Sana, please. Anyone who still have a question, I will share the link again because I'm unable to complete all the question in 2 minutes. So just be
Yeah,
relaxed.
sir.
Now ask your question. But if anything is not clear yet, you can ask the question. So please, Sana, please.
Okay, sir. How to find university which are offering MEXT scholarship?
All the public universities offer MEXT scholarship, and some of the private institute also do. So just open the official website of this university, and you can see there. Just type in search. You can just, for example, Tokyo University MEXT scholarship. You will just write it. New one website will open that will directly take you to the MEXT scholarship. It's mean they offer MEXT scholarship. This is a way you can see.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, just tell me, is acceptance letter is compulsory or not?
No acceptance is required.
No acceptance is required. Okay. So last question is that there it is mentioned the recommendation from the president or dean. We always take recommendation letter from our professor and teacher. So is it okay?
It's okay to take your recommendation letter from supervisor, either final year project or the dean, not below one any.
Like I have recommendation letter from my other teacher and supervisor as well. So if I upload the
Go with the supervisor
recommendation
one.
letter.
Go with the supervisor one. Other will be declined.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me share the link.
Okay, sir.
in the chat. Please message me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp app is still not working.
Sir, are you continuing another session?
Yeah, I am going to continue one more session, but only for 4 to 5 minutes.
Sir, just tell me that how to contact professor. Like if we are looking for a university, then we should go to its faculty and check the professor whose research matches with us. Then we can contact him. Is it so?
Yes, you are right. Just check the website. I'm saying actually, I will make a new video as I have just started this process. So it will take time to make all the videos. Yes, you are right.
Okay.
Just visit the website of your university and go to the lab or the department. You will see different professor there. You can check the profile of the professor there. Yes.
Okay, sir. What is their medical certificate form? Because when I apply for China, they have specific form, but
Exactly.
here I don't see any form.
Yes,
So
they have
does
separate. They have one sample. It's on the official website. I will share in a group as well. This is just like the Chinese government scholarship. I have also applied there. I was also selected in that as well. So the health certificate is quite similar to that one, but is less in detail as compared to of Chinese. So it will be much easier for you to fill that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Just last question that I don't have any publication in my master. So is it okay to get? Is it easily to get a PhD admission in Japan?
Your CGPA?
3.67, 90%.
Out of 4.
Yeah.
So You have a good CGPA, no doubt, but some universities require a publication. So I will recommend you, if possible, just apply for the master again and just continue your MS leading to PhD. So you can apply to the PhD as well directly, but you have to check the requirement. Either they need some publication or conference paper. So you have experience, because experience can be another alternative to publications,
Yeah,
or online
yes,
courses
sir.
can be.
Sir, I have 3 years experience in different firm, but not related to the main thing. Like I have 3 years experience of graphic designing, but I
No,
have done
no.
my bachelor's in
This
software.
if you are if experience is different from your field, it will not work. So
Okay.
just do
So,
the
sir, is it
some
okay?
do
Sir,
some
is it okay to apply for PhD without publication?
yes, do apply, but I will recommend you to also apply for MS as well. So just go for publication, or just take some online courses relevant to your field where you wanted to interested where you are interested to do research. So it will be better.
Okay. Okay. Will you explain in another video that how to apply for unit track, like how to apply for
Yes,
the
yes,
form and how to
definitely.
fill?
Yes, definitely. I will make it, but right now embassy is almost coming, so that's why I'm just focusing on embassy.
Okay. So first you will explain embassy track, then you will explain university track, right?
Side by side, I will explain university track, so no need to worry
Okay.
that you have to
So
wait for
so
long.
you will update in group, or
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
to check your channel. Okay.
I will send the link in that. Well, that will be inside Zoom sessions, and I will explain it, and we will upload it on a YouTube channel, and then I will share the link in the group as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot,
No
Jazakallah.
problem, no problem. Jazakallah khair. So Hasnan Raza, please unmute yourself.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much, brother, for having this session. I need to ask some questions. First of all, I was trying to ask that if we do not have the research, we have not written the research article, and we have written the review article. Can we put that in place of research thesis?
Yes, yes, yes. You can mention the review article there as well. You are applying for PhD.
No, I am applying for the masters. I have
So for
completed my
master,
bachelor's in chemistry
CGPA
with
will work.
GPA of 3.9.
Master, your CGPA will work. It's better to have experience. It's better to have online courses. It's better to have some internships. These will work. So if you don't have publication, review article will also work. So no need to worry on that.
Okay, brother. I need to ask one question. That, as you have said that you had appeared for the embassy track as well. So I was trying to ask you for the first screening. You say that there is to conduct a test. So what was the difficulty of that test, and how we can prepare for that test?
And the test is not difficult. It is actually the English language and Japanese language. So it will be like pronunciation like this. Actually, the target is actually the most difficult task is to clear first screening. So if you clear the first screening, you will be uh, you can easily do the rest. And the interview is also
Yes,
critical. So
yes, sir. I was.
test is
Yes,
not
yes,
that
please
difficult.
continue, brother.
Yes, test is not that difficult. I have not given the test, but I still know I have the sample paper, so I will share it in a group as well.
Okay. So I was trying to ask that because we people have different fields, and I have chemistry field. So is the test will be around the specialization, or it will be just an English test?
I did not understand your question. Please, can you repeat it?
Uh, I'm trying to ask that as we all people have different fields, and there is need to go through the screening test, and there is a test that needs to be conducted. So that test will be of from your specialization, from your subject, or it will be just an English test.
Yeah, it will be just an English and Japanese test.
Okay. Thank you so much,
No
brother.
problem, no problem. Actually, I have been gone through this process, and I know
Mhm.
this is such a complex process. So that's why I decided that I will conduct this session to help as much as student I can. So just
Yes,
when I'm making these videos or sharing these links, or so please share it with your friend as well, colleagues. So the basic purpose it can help as much student as can. So just be
yes.
in
Indeed,
contact with me.
indeed, I will, and it's
Yeah.
very thoughtful. And we have to. You have said that we will be sharing with the tested document. I have the bachelor, so I need to just have it attested my bachelor certificates and transcripts are I also need to get attested my previous documents as well from intermediate aspect.
As written on the documents required, there is no documents mentioned that you have to submit the bachelor's and matriculation and intermediate. So no need to submit in that. So no need to send these documents. But I will let you know soon on that as well, because I still remember I have not sent these documents. Matriculation.
Okay, thank you.
Share the format regarding that. No problem, no problem, Sam. Avas, please. Format regarding the embassy track, group certificate, etc. Okay, Varda, I will share it. I will share it in a group. Not right now, but after a few hours, because it's Ramadan. You can understand you are from Pakistan, so it's Ramadan, and I was preparing for this session, and it's almost 2 hours for me to on this online meeting. So I will share it tomorrow, might be. So I will share it. Thank you. Okay, whenever it's possible. Thank you. So still your hand is up. So Mariam, if you have a question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
Sir, I want to ask one question about how to fill percentage in mark sheet form, because I have CGPA system.
Yeah, percentage is either there's a two-way that your bachelor universities actually create one equivalence certificate. It is actually they mention the percentage of that one, so you can use that, or either you can use the one Excel file. It will be a big task for you. So I will recommend you for right now. You can just divide it by 4, multiply by 100. It will give you a rough percentage. But I will search this down and will let you know how you can calculate or I will make a formula for you so that you can just put your CGPA and it will automatically calculate your percentage. It will be much better. I think I will make a Excel file and will create one formula. You just need to put your CGPA. It will automatically generate your percentage for you.
Okay, sir, I have one more question. How can I fill the medical assessment form? It is necessary to fill from the government doctor or other private doctor?
It's easy that you go to any government doctor, GHQ, it is actually called in Pakistan. So just go there and just ask any doctor that you are applying for there, and they will conduct some tests. Actually, the X-ray, which are actually necessary. X-ray might be some blood tests. They will check the platelets, which are very famous in Pakistan, if you know platelets, and the red blood cells and rest of these. So you can check this, and it will take 1 or 2 days, might be, and you will get the medical certificate ready.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, I want to tell about you can say you write your thesis. Actually, in my bachelor, I did final year project, so I can mention in thesis form or not?
That is the final year project is actually your thesis one, if I'm not wrong, because my final year project was my thesis based. It was actually research, but might be your discipline is something different. So might they have a final year project?
Sir, my discipline.
Sorry for interrupting. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, I was trying to explain that in our last year we have 3 options. We can write review article, we can have research article, and in third one we can have a research project. So I was trying to say that this is the domain you are asking.
Yeah, yes, definitely. So Mariam, you can if you don't have thesis, that's if applicable scenario. So if you don't have, so you cannot submit. It's okay. Okay.
Sir, thank you, sir.
No problem, Mariam. SR. Rana Sanaullah. Rana. Welcome. I'm not recording this session. I think
sir,
so. Okay. Yes, please.
Sir, I want to know about the scholarships. I study in the Doctor of Physical Therapy, and I am doing my final project. I also contact with professors for master, but they didn't respond me. And one professor from Japan, he responded to me and he asked me about my proficiency. I am preparing for IELTS,
Please,
but
please repeat
I'm
that.
not
Repeat that.
sure.
Repeat that. You are doing doctors. You are doing doctor in physiotherapy, and you were doing
Yes, sir.
final year project. And please.
Sir, I want to apply for scholarship in master. So I'm trying to do based on scholarship through MEXT or other scholarships, but I don't think so. Okay, there is a lot of people who are trying to apply. So I contact to the professor, but they didn't respond me. So I want to know how to make a proper mails.
Yes, yes. Actually, your question is much more right. Sometimes professor don't reply. This is basically your email, how you actually write an email, how attractive your email is. I have just created a presentation file on that. Just needed to prepare a video, and my next video will be on that. That's for sure, because I have already completed all the process. So your all question will be answered in that.
Okay.
All question, even the sample is included in that email,
Sir,
in that video.
okay, sir. Sir, we don't have a CGPA pattern.
Okay, so
So I don't know if I'm applicable for
I
MEXT
think yes,
scholarship.
you are applicable. You have marks then if you do not have CGPA.
Okay, sir. Sir, where can I find the form of the MEXT scholarship?
Right
matlab,
now,
I visit the.
right now they have
जी
not
जी.
announced yet. Right now they have not announced yet. So soon it will be announced. You can find the previous year application form. So just wait. So the embassy track will announce it. So then I will share the updated one as well. For right now, I'm just giving it to you so that you can just learn how actually application form it and how you are going to fill it, just for your ease.
Sir, how? Sir, can you tell me about the documents so we can prepare before it?
Yeah, I think you were in the first part because I have discussed the documents required for the. I think you will apply for master, and I have discussed this document. So I will share the video. If I still not answer your question, you can message me personally. I'm the admin of the.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you so much.
No problem. My name is Sanaula, by the way. Okay, Shivani, you have still have a question.
Yeah, I just have one question. Sorry to disturb you again.
No problem.
So my the only concern was, so the applications for 2022, which is mentioned on the embassy, this was for the last year, right?
Yeah, this was the last year. You are right.
Okay, so now, like students like us who are in the final year who will be looking for the scholarship and will be flying in the next year. So for
2023.
us, the embassy recommended scholarship has not yet started, right? 2023 MEXT.
Yes, yes, you are right again.
Okay, thank you.
So this was actually clarification.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, this is
Okay.
clarification. I needed a video link because you said in the last time that you'll be
Okay.
sharing the video. So where can I find the video link?
Yeah, you are in a group of the MEXT scholarship.
Yeah, I'm in the group.
Yeah, I will share the link of the video of this session in the group, so you can watch it
Oh,
again.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks, sir.
No problem, Shivani. You can all call me Snowla, please. I might be junior from you, so don't call me sir, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Bye.
No problem. Bye. Sana, Ashraf.
Hello. Yeah, I have one more question.
Yes, please.
Do we need to send document to university if we are applying through university track? As you
Yeah.
have told earlier that we need to send a document to embassy, but if is so, do we need to send a document to university as well?
Yeah, if you are applying to the university track, definitely you are going to send the document to the university. But the process is quite different. First, you will just send the scanned documents. Then, when needed, you will have to send
Okay.
your documents in hard form to the professor or to the lab or to the admission office. So normally it is to the admission office of the university.
Okay. So, but as you can see that there is mentioned that we have to send some original document like of recommendation letter and medical form. So, if we are applying on 10 to 10 university, then we have to submit these 10 original documents.
What is the document you have mentioned other than recommendation letter?
like in your first session you were telling that I think that was recommendation letter and medical form.
Yeah.
These were the
If
things
you
which need to, yeah.
if
So
you
do we need to make 10 original medical form like this, 10 original recommendation
yeah,
letters?
actually recommendation letter is quite specific that why your professor is recommending you to the one university. So it is very specific. So yes, you have to prepare, you have to ask 10 different professors that you are applying there and this is your recommendation letter. So yes, you have to prepare 10. So it's better you
So,
select 4 to 5 or 6 where chances are more. And don't
so you
disturb
mean to say that I
similar,
have to,
don't
yeah.
don't disturb similar professor. I will recommend you first ask senior to professor, then based upon university ask two different professor, then ask two different professor. But your supervisor will be repeated in every university because supervisor is necessary for recommendation letter.
So you mean to say that we have to ask our supervisor to provide us 10 or 15 letters so
No,
we can
no,
apply?
not 10, not 10. For example, I have, I'm an urban planner. My department was city and region planning in UIT Lahore. So in my department, we have 10 to 12 professors, not
Okay.
professor, associate professor, assistant professor. So I did like this. My supervisor will be have to be in all applications. So my supervisor will generate 10 recommendation letter. So rest of one I will change. Like for first, I will make it professor, then I will go to the associate professor, then I will request assistant professor, but my supervisor is compulsory. So
But
this
he,
is how,
okay, okay.
yeah,
So you mean to means that we can change every professor in every university, like
except
putting
supervisor,
photocopy.
except
Okay,
supervisor already, yeah.
but we will use supervisor's letter once for supervisor's original letter once, then we can use its copy to
No,
other application.
no. You will request again and again because the recommendation letter is quite specific that the professor mentioned that I am recommending Sana Ashraf to this university. So it is quite specific. So you have to request your
Okay,
professor that I'm applying to this university. So you can write the email separately. He will generate it, no problem.
okay. So okay, and do any university have fee?
Most of them do not have. Few universities have, like Tokyo University and the Asian Pacific University. They have Ritsuman University. They have some application fee. So most of them do not have. Most of them, I will
Uh,
say 90%
most of,
do not have.
okay. So is acceptance letters is compulsory or not?
The process is quite different. I will explain it later. So you will know whether acceptance is required or not. So if I just answer your question there, you will much more confused right now if I explain
Yeah,
this.
yeah, right now I'm actually
Just
confused regarding recommendation letter, but I will talk to you later on WhatsApp. Is it okay?
yeah, you can just message me. I will address your question. No problem.
Okay, thank you so much.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank
You don't have one question. You have dozen of questions. So just
you.
ask
Yes, I
it in.
know. Okay.
Okay. So
Yes,
Mohammed.
I know. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mohammed Abbas, please. Mohammed Abbas, your mic is mute. Aslan, if you have a question, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Abbas. After Abbas, you will be. You will. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I have missed the first part of this session.
You will get the recording. You
So,
can listen it again.
just a minute. Can I?
Yes. Yes. What? Abbas, you said that you missed the first session. I told you that you will get the recording session, so no need to worry.
Okay. Am I audible? Actually, I was just listening the last part of the session. I'm confused about recommendation letter. Can you guide about that? And I was looking for PhD in management sciences. Is there any specific portal like CSC or anything like that from where I can specifically search regarding my research area?
Okay. So Nafisa Nafi, right now the application is not started yet. So soon the dates will be announced. As they announce the dates, I will message in group. So stay in contact, keep in touch with me and in group. So you will know that deadlines. So just prepare the document right now as much as you can. Just read them how to prepare. So let's come to the Avas question. Avas, your question is that you were confused regarding recommendation letter. I forgot.
Yes, yes.
What was the difficulty in that?
Actually, I was listening that I have to prepare or get multiple recommendation letter from my supervisor.
Yeah.
Actually, at the moment, I have two generalized sort of recommendation letter,
No.
which are not addressed to specific
Listen, please.
universities.
Listen, please.
Yes.
When you just found out that you are going to apply to this university, then you will ask your professor to please write a recommendation letter or specific to this university. So I will share one sample so that you can just look on this and you will understand how is actually recommendation letter. So your queries will be covered in that one.
Okay. Some universities ask for online response from supervisor, just like in Italy or in European countries. Is there anything like
you discussed
this
that there is
in
a portal or
universities?
something. There is no portal.
Yes. Where
Every
we have
university
to.
every university has its own process. So some universities ask you to upload your documents on their portal. Some ask that you have to contact the professor and the professor will do the rest. So it depends upon
Okay,
university. So I will explain the university track later. So
Okay.
Yeah.
For Embassy, I have to get in hard form for the specific universities where I'm going to apply.
No. But you please repeat your question, please.
Actually, if I'm applying in Embassy track,
Yes.
I have to get 3, because you have told that we will choose
No.
3.
If you are, I will suggest you just listen the session again.
Okay.
But still, I'm answering your question. Don't worry. Amas, if you are applying to embassy track, there is no need to first contact the professor. So first clear the first screening, and then after clearing interviews, they will give you a sufficient time and give you one letter that you have to email to the professor, and based upon that letter, you will get acceptance. I not say acceptance because people are confused a lot. They see Chinese procedure and they relate it to Japanese. It's quite different. You have to just email them to ask them to provisional acceptance, which is quite different from the Japanese, because you already cleared the first screening, and then they will give you a letter, and that letter you have to upload it, and this is somewhat quite different procedure. So I will discuss it later. That's not right now.
Okay, one last question. Can we apply in both tracks at the same time?
Yes, you can.
And is the rejection in one phase or in one type affect your application in other type?
No, definitely not. I
No.
was in final year.
Okay.
I was in a final year when I applied to embassy track. But unfortunately, I was not selected in that. Might be I was in a final year, or my research was not completed. My CGP was good. Might be I was not well informed at that time. So I was rejected. So then I applied to the university track and I got selected. So there's no link between
in the
them.
same year.
In the same year, yeah. So after embassy, when the university track announced, so I was well prepared, well informed, and then I applied and I got selected.
And proficiency test is not necessary. Proficiency letter will do the rest.
This is not the test. This is English proficiency certificate that will do the rest. Yes, you are right.
Okay. Thank you.
So I hope I hope I have answered your dozen of questions. So Aslan, please.
Bro, I don't know if I have heard it right or not. Do we specifically need to have a recommendation letter for the MEXT? Because I already have a couple of recommendation letter, one from the HOD and one from the professor. So would that work?
No, this is not worthy. So just ask your professor again that you are applying for MEXT embassy track, and he is going to prepare it a new one. So even the date of the recommendation letter is also important. It's better to ask your professor to write a date on that as well. It should be updated. It should be specific. This is very important. So you should do it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
please, Abdullah, wait for a sec. Let me answer.
Okay.
Yes, Aslan.
Okay, and next thing is that as per HSC formula, to convert CGPA into percentage. I have CGPA of 3.9, and if I convert that into the by HSC formula, it is more than 97%.
As I
But on
discussed,
DMC, but on
I-
DMC,
as I discussed,
that
as
differs.
listen, brother. As I discussed earlier, I will prepare one Excel file. I will make a formula. Just you have to write the CGPA, and it will automatically calculate your CGPA required in MEXT. So no need to worry on that as well. So
Okay, bro.
it will calculate the
Thank you.
percentage as well. So if you try your own method, it will take your time. I will spend some time, and it will help you a lot. So no problem.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. That's fine.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is, I want to ask if the application procedure for the embassy track is the same for every country.
No, the dates are different. So for your country, the dates quite be different from us. So just check the website, official website of your right embassy of Japan in your country, and go to the education sector and see the deadline there.
Okay, thank you. But the application steps are the same, right?
Application starts?
No, the application steps, the procedures.
Yeah, procedure is quite same. So Sarah asked me, is it mandatory? Is it mandatory to have Japanese language? Absolutely not. I will say. To have Japanese language? Absolutely not. So any other question, please? Barda, please.
Thank you for getting me back. What is the placement application form actually?
This is not placement.
Is it-
Placement certificate is quite different thing from application form. Application form is a separate document, and a placement certificate is quite different. Placement certificate is actually after getting selected in the first screening, you have to list down some 3 universities where you are interested, where your lab is, or which having the same
Okay,
research
fine.
interest you have. So just you have to write the name of that one, and yeah.
Firstly, just we have to write the application form and then wait for the shortlisting, and then we
you
have to
have to
prepare for the
submit the
test and
placement certificate. Then you have to submit the placement certificate.
then,
Yes.
then okay. Okay, thank you so much.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Sagir Ahmed, please. Sagir Ahmed.
Sir, I have one question about research proposal. Should we find lab before making research proposal, or we can make a random research proposal then send to the application?
Yeah, it will not be a final research proposal. That it means that you prepare a research proposal and you will conduct the same research in Japan. It's actually to assess your research skills. It should be relevant to your department, so that and the professor to professor which are doing the research in that manner. For example, if I'm doing research or interested to do research in disaster, so the professor of Japan should be there. Multiple professors who are offering that research or conducting that research. That will help me a lot. So if I am selecting some research area where professors are less, so you are not making an efficient decision on that.
But sir, in our final semester, we didn't have any research. We had internship. So it is mandatory to submit research proposal or not?
Still, research proposal is mandatory. Is it actually proposal that what you are proposing for your study in master degree? So it is mandatory, even you have not done research in your previous. I'm quite tired, so please let's end this. And after discussing the question of Abdullah is waiting a lot. I hope I have answered, Sagir Ahmed. If you don't
Thank
have.
you. I have a question about motivation letter and English professional
Motivation letter is not required. So, and second question, please. English proficiency certificate. Yes, please.
Proficiency letter. What is it? I don't know. Please guide me.
English proficiency certificate is actually that stating that the university has that you have studied from this university 4 years, and the medium of instruction in that university was English, and the exam and something like this, and you are proficient in it. That is English proficiency certificate. That is going to be signed by for example, in UET Lahore, it is signed by
I'm in University.
No, I'm just giving an example. It is signed by humanities department, and then you can attach it from controller of examination or registrar. So just sign it from them.
If we have professionally English professionally letter, then we don't need IELTS slides?
Yeah, you don't need. You don't need. I'm quite tired, so if anyone has a question, you will be welcome to ask. I'm not
Is there any
reading.
group?
I need to ask a question. You are Abdullah, you done? So Hasnarata, you are done. Anyone? Our documents need to translate in Japanese language? Absolutely not.
Bro, can we have your group link?
You don't have my group link. Let me send in a chat. And then we will end this session. Thank you for joining this session. Very, very long session.
Thank you. But please, link please.
Yeah, I'm sending the link. Just wait for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, send to this chat. No problem, Abdullah. No problem. Thank you to all of you for joining this. This is not the last session. This was the first session discussing the process actually of MEXT MEXT Embassy track of undergraduate, master, and PhD. So thank you so much for joining the session.